Hello and welcome to the 1.15 edited Kinlail's list installation guide and video. For those of you who have been having troubles installing and playing with this mod pack, I will show you how to get it working properly. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have a very fresh install of Mountain Blade to Bannerlord. The way to do this is first you're going to go to Bannerlord in Steam, you're going to manage, and you're going to browse local files. Once you're in the local files for Bannerlord, I always click to go back a section. This is your Bannerlord folder here. This is where the game is installed, wherever you have Steam, wherever you have it installed. You're going to minimize this, you're going to go to Steam, and as you normally would, you're going to uninstall the game. Once that installation is done, it won't take long. Steam is usually pretty quick. You want to go back into this folder that you're in. You want to refresh that folder, so Steam Apps Common. And there is most likely still going to be a Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord folder in here. And if you click on this, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff probably left behind. Now, I haven't deleted my whole game, so there's a lot of folders here. But if you've ever manually installed a mod or done anything like that, there is very likely still mod files left here. People who use reshaders, for example, this is a big problem here because that stuff will generally be left behind. Vortex does not manage stuff that's manually installed, not manually installed through Vortex, but manually installed to the game folder itself. Neither does the game manage that either, or Steam. So when you delete the game through Steam, there can still be mod files left behind that can cause conflicts and issues, and you might not realize that. So you want to go back into this folder, and you want to essentially delete everything. You can even delete the folder entirely if you want. Once that's done, you can close this. You don't need to worry about that anymore. You want, before you reinstall Bannerlord on Steam, you want to go here, you want to go into Properties, and you want to go into Betas, and you want to make sure you select version 1.15. Now, the game is at version 1.15. This is the version that you will have if you are just playing it on Steam at the time of this video. 1.2 is in beta testing. You could decide to test that if you want, but that is not, that will probably fuck up this list. But you want to select 1.15 because 1.2 does come out. You don't want your game to update. You don't want to move to 1.2 because it will fuck up this list. So I would select version 1.15 here for betas, and then I would install the game. It will specifically download install version 1.15, and it will not update automatically to 1.2, therefore breaking your list in the future. Once that is well done and good, and Bannerlord is reinstalled, you want to go to the mod list here. You'll see a preview of what I'm about to publish here for revision 3, including the video, which will sit right here. You want to scroll down in the guide, and you want to manually install all of these mods. You'll notice there are no more Steam Workshop installations here. Vortex seems to be the only way to get the list to work right now. I know people are having the same issue with the original Kinlail's list, so this is a workaround. We are just going to have everything go through Vortex, and that should fix everyone's issues with launching and having this work. So you're going to manually download all of these and manually install them on Vortex, which on the Vortex window in mods, you just drag and drop right here down below the .rar files that are downloaded from each of these links here. Life in Colorado, that Discord channel, that does work. It goes to the right Discord channel. You just have to check the pins to find the download for that. Once you have downloaded and manually installed on Vortex through the drag and drop all of those archives, you then come here to Nexus, and you then click Add to Vortex for revision 3. That will link all of the other mods that you need that are on Nexus, and Vortex will download them all, and you can install them, and it should all be added and working properly at that point. There's one thing left that you have to do once that is done, and that is you have to go to load order, and you do have to set up the load order properly in Vortex. This can be annoying. Vortex easily has the most finicky and less feature-rich load order thing that I've ever seen. I wish, much like the Butterloader and the BLSE loader, which this is, again, currently not working with, and I think this is the problem people are having with the original list as well. I wish I could just easily give you a file to download and import this. Vortex does not allow that. It will not work that way. And I cannot get the BLSE launcher or the Bannerlord launcher to work with this list for some reason. So you will have to manually sort this on Vortex and then lock them into place as you finish that. Be very careful not to resort or auto sort this while you're doing it manually, and then lock them all in place so that nothing gets fucked up later on. Oh, I forgot to lock one. That's not good. And then you should be good once you've done that. If you just click play, don't bother adding other .exes, don't bother trying to make it launch through anything else here, just click play. And the list should just, not lynch, we're not lynching anybody, except maybe whoever broke the other launchers that this isn't working with, that made you have to sort it manually in Vortex. Lynch that person. But outside of that, we just launched the game. And it should be working perfectly fine. We're going to kick into the intro video here in a second, which I will skip. Very jealous of the people that have the patience to go and cut out the intro videos, which I'm too lazy to go do. You always sandbox with this list, by the way. If you didn't know, I don't remember if I wrote it anywhere. You want to go to mod options first. I like going to separatism and turning on chaos start. That's actually one of the purposes of this list, and an upgrade from Kinlail's original. You cannot do this on the European map, I believe. I believe he said it fucks up the cultures there, so we're not going to do that in the original. But on this list, we can. So we're going to chaos start. We're going to go to sandbox. And we're going to let this load in. With the amount of mods you have here, this might take a minute or two. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because you're going to have a great working list. Hopefully. Cross your fingers, knock on wood, once this is done. Assuming it will ever be done. And it does take a while. You just have to be a little patient with it when it's loading in. And there we go. There's the opening video. We're going to skip this because we don't care. I'm just going to pick a random start here. Randomize all. Ooh, he looks funny. Let's go with him. I'm just going to go. Not that anyone cares. Blah, 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 blah. That's very Britannian. Here. I usually do this because I am not them. Why should I choose for them? Iron Man mode, of course. Then we click start. You can bypass all this. I'm going to pick this because this is the current culture I'm in right here. And then bam. List working just as it should be. Just like that. So I hope this helps you if you were having issues installing this pack. Again, just moving everything through Vortex and using Vortex seems to make it work. With everything else being the same, I've tried messing around with the load order. Doesn't matter. Everything being the same, it works through Vortex. It doesn't work through the other one. Something I think is slightly wrong with Harmony or BLSE or the Bannerlord that is making it not work. So I have used the Bannerlord to start, and I did get a mod list. It's the same listing that I have here for the order of mods generally, and I have listed that in the description down below. So you do have something to go off of when doing the Vortex load order. Yeah, there you go. I hope it works out for you, and good luck and have fun.